Hi, welcome to Pirkei Avos with Rabeinu Yonah. We're in chapter 4, Mishnah 20. Daled Chaf. Elisha ben Aviya Omer, Halaymed Yeled Lamahu Daim. Somebody who studies Torah when he's a child, when he's younger, what's he considered like? L'diok suva al nir chadesh. It's like ink written on fresh parchment. V'halaymed zakein lamahu daim. Somebody who learns Torah when he's older, what is it like? L'diok suva al nir machuk. It's like ink written on parchment that has been erased. Rabbi Yossi bar Yehuda ish kfar bavli aimer halomid min haktanim mahu daima. Someone who learns from youngsters. What does he compare to? La'eichel anavim kehos v'shois yayim megito. It's like somebody who eats unripened grapes and drinks unfermented wine. V'halayimid min hazakanim mahu daima. Somebody who learns from older people. What does he compare to? La'eichel anavim b'shulos v'shois yayin yashin. It's like he eats ripe grapes and drinks aged wine. Rabbi says, Al tistakel b'kankan. Don't look at the container. Al umash yeshbo. Look what's in the container. Yesh kankan chadash malayashan. There, sometimes you have a new container that is filled with aged wine. V'yashan shafilu chadash einbo. And sometimes you have an old container that doesn't even have new wine in it. So let's see, Rabeinu Yonah, see what all this means. So the first thing we said is that a child, when someone learns when he's a child, learns Torah when he's a child, it's like he's writing on brand new paper. When you write on brand new paper, it can't be erased. So someone who learns Torah when he's in his younger years, it won't be forgotten. You remember it more, it stays with you. But when someone studies Torah when he's older, it's like writing ink on paper that's been erased already. It's forgotten. This paper can get lost, can get destroyed very easily. What's written on it will become illegible. Kain Torah shabiknuso. So too, Torah that's learned when he's an older person. Mishkachas mehera. It's forgotten more easily. Umashal bazeh amru b'mivchar hapaninim. Halimid b'mei hanairos kibituach ala evan. When someone learns when he's a child, it's a metaphor that he is. It's like written in stone. V'halimid hazikna, someone who learns when he's older, kikaisav alachol, it's like he's writing in sand. Amnum al yomar zaki. Now, with that, Rabeinu Yonah is not bothered by a question. So, why should an older person study Torah at all if it's easily forgotten? So he says, an older person shouldn't say, "Hey, nani eitz yavish." Oh, I'm a old tree. V'achar she'ena Torah miskemes b'yadi. The Torah is not going to last by me. Lama. Elmad v'laretz iga. Why should I work so hard to study Torah if I'm just going to forget it? Because nevertheless, even though he's going to forget it, if he studies Torah, he's going to get reward. Because he worked hard to read Torah and to do a mitzvah. So he doesn't remember, but it's a big mitzvah to study Torah, even if he's not going to remember. Whether he remembers it or not, he'll still get the reward for studying Torah. Mashal l'seicher shenasan l'shnei polim traskel nakav l'malei osamayim. It's like a parable of a employer who gives two different employees, he gives a sieve. And he wants them with the sieve to fill up water for one day. Right? Obviously the water is just going to come out. Hatipe shomer, the fool says, what's the purpose of me doing this? The wise person says, he's going to pay me either way. I might as well do it. So to the older person. And who cares if he forgets what he learns? He's still going to get reward. Whether it doesn't matter if he remembers a lot, remembers a little bit. The main thing is, though, his heart should be for the sake of heaven. Okay, then we continue. Rabbi Yoshi Square Bali Omer, that someone who learns Torah from the elderly, it's like he is eating ripened grapes and he is drinking aged wine, which is obviously very nice. When someone's old and he's thought about wisdom for a long time, every day when he's thinking about chachma, when he's thinking about wisdom, Torah wisdom, he's adding more and more Torah wisdom. He's thought about things so much that it's easy for him to understand what he's learning, and he's thought about it from numerous aspects. When you think about a topic over and over and over again, you obviously understand it much better. With age comes wisdom. Ve'orech yomim tevuna. With the length of days comes understanding. But learning from somebody who's young, it's like unripened wine, unripened grapes, and non-fermented wine. Because the wisdom didn't become a part of these younger fellows. Rabbi Meir says, so he says and then this is a rebuttal to that. So that was one opinion. That was the opinion of Rabbi Yossi ben Yehuda. Said it's better to learn from older people and not younger people. And then here it says Rabbi Meir, in our Mishnah it says Rebbe, he says that don't look at the vessel, but rather look what's in the vessel. Meaning sometimes you could have older people that know more, sometimes you could have younger people that know more. I'll explain this. When you have old wine in a new vessel, the new vessel doesn't ruin the wine. So too, sometimes you could have younger people that know more than older people. So if you should learn from the younger people that know more. This is the difference between Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda, and Rabeinu HaKadosh and Rabbi Olav Shalom, what we just said. Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yossi, who was the first part of the Mishnah, says, if the young and wise are both scholarly, you shall learn from the older people. Because most of the wisdom of the elderly is more complete, they have it more worked out. Rabeinu HaKadosh Olav Shalom Omer. But Rebbe says, he argues, don't go after the age when it comes to wisdom. If you found younger people that know more, learn from the younger people. Elihu in the book of Job actually says both of these things. It says, Amarti Yamim, Yedaber, I said years will speak, Verov Shanam, Yodiu Chachma, and the most years, and the majority of years, many years, will be let known wisdom. However, it's the Spirit of God actually that makes understanding. So what was he saying in this pasuk? First he talks about many years for wisdom, and then he talks about the Spirit of Hashem making wisdom. Because first he was talking, he held of the opinion of Rabbi Yossi ben Rabbi Yehuda, that with age comes wisdom. And after he saw that he's younger, he's not an old person, and he understood from his friend, the older people, it's the Spirit of Hashem in people. Sometimes old people don't know as much as young people. So he says, sometimes it's better to go to young people and to old people. So we learn from here, first, when it comes to learning, a person should learn when he's young. It always says youth is always wasted on the young. Youth is wasted on the young. What's youth for? Youth is for learning Torah. When we are young, we should learn as much Torah as possible because it stays with us longer. That's the nature of a human. It doesn't stay with us as much if we're learning it for the first time when we're older. However, we see that there is an opinion that when you're learning from somebody, it's better to learn from an older person, but Rebbe argues and says that you go after the person who has more wisdom. And what's interesting here is that some people, they don't have great memories. So they say, why should I study Torah? I don't have a great memory, I'm not going to remember it anyway. Rabeinu Yonah says it doesn't matter. Even if you don't remember anything you learn, you get the reward, the merit for doing a mitzvah, from doing the will of Hashem. When you learn Torah, even if you don't remember anything you learn. Now, if you don't remember because you didn't review, then that's your own fault. But either way, we shouldn't say that I have a bad memory, I'm not going to study Torah, or I'm going to study Torah when I get older. We see here that a person should study Torah when he's younger. It'll stay with him longer, more advantageous. A very appropriate Mishnah to learn as we approach the holiday of Shavuos. Wishing everyone a great day.